Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Talk PC Gaming. And yeah, it's Roy Khan. So check it out. I'm not done really talking about Forza. I do enjoy Forza over a lot of the other games, so I want to talk about this. So I picked up Dirt 5. I haven't played it yet. In the past video, I was explaining to you that as playing Forza Horizon 5, I realized that I like dirt racing, but it just appeared to me that Horizon 5 didn't have a lot of dirt racing content per se. Okay, well, it wasn't really honed in. So I picked up Dirt 5. I haven't played it yet, and so it's still up in the air with me. I do want to try out the dirt racing. But aside from that, I want to finish the discussion with Forza as a whole. Now, I do enjoy Motorsport 7. I love the game. I have a lot of fun with it. I played a lot of other games. I played Automobilista 2. I don't play it that often. There are some issues with that. We'll get into that in another video. I have played Project Cars 3. I did enjoy it for the most. There's some issues with it, obviously. There's a lot of issues with it, but it's still a rather enjoyable game. I've played Grid. I do enjoy Grid. Obviously, it's a fun arcade type game. So I've got it goes further and further. I pretty much own every type of racing game there is. But I always go back to Forza Motorsport 7. Again, PC, let's talk. So I always go back to Forza Motorsport 7, and so let's talk about why. Now, with Forza Motorsport 7, it's like it's needs some ironing out, but for the most part, it has a massive amount of cars, a pretty great selection of tracks. It has a pretty good campaign model as far as you playing the game, learning cars, growing income to buy cars. It has a great shopping experience where you can buy cars, upgrade them, customize them. It's a lot of great qualities on that side, which makes the game I always go back to. But aside from that, the real reason I go back is the multiplayer. Alright, so for you guys who might not be playing Forza Motorsport 7, and you might not be playing it because you don't know about it, or you just heard people say bad stuff about it. It's really not bad. It's really great and entertaining. You do have a lot of dumb drivers that exist, but the great thing is their multiplayer is multiplayer. There's always something going on. There's always races. It's just round the clock, spinning, okay? So you have multiplayer where you have a whole bunch of lobbies to get into. All right, now it's a lot of lobbies. Woo, it's a lot. And so you find the niche that you're good with. You don't have to race in every lobby. You find a lobby that you want to race in, and you go there, and there's constantly tracks spinning, there's constantly races spinning. Find your niche, get there, have a great time. All right. And then they have, technically it is ranked. There's a ranking system there, and they generate races. They generate the lobbies. It's one lobby you go into, but they have generated races that pop up 2 at a time, and you can join either one of them. And so it's just basically how they set it up, and it allows you to get a rating, move up in the rating ladder, so you can supposedly get better type races. But as I've gone up the little ladder, people still do the same things. You're going to find people ramming you in a corner, knocking you off the track, driving overly aggressive so you can knock you out the way so they can try to get to the lead. You're going to find all that. But the main point is, it's constantly flowing events. And this is why Forza Motorsport 7 is my go-to racing game. Because, I can set a car. You can do an automatic set where it'll preset it. Say, for instance, you buy a car and you want to run in S series or S class or S1. It lets you select, depending on the car, which type of class that car can get into. Then after that, you have to go into your own customizing if you want to take a particular car and put it in a class that doesn't fit. So with that being said, you can do it. But for the most part, let's say you want to go buy a Lamborghini and you want to join like a S1 race or something, you can hit the automatic Holmogate. Holmogate. If I said that right, if I didn't, but Holmogate or whatever. So that'll automatically do it. Or you can go ahead and custom tune, put the parts on you want, pick and choose, and then go into the races. And I'm telling you, if anybody tells you that Forza Motorsport 7 sucks, that's a personal opinion. I'm telling you from my personal opinion, because it's just my personal opinion, it's fun. It's great times. You're going to have great times. You can get in there at any moment. You don't have to wait 30 freaking minutes. You don't have to do practice for 10 minutes. You don't have to do qualifying for 10 minutes. You just join the lobby. You wait for the race to be over that's already running. Once it's over, you're ready to go in there and start racing with everybody else. That's it. That's the fun of the game. That's why Forza Motorsport 7 is my go-to game. I would you all give it a try. It's a very, very fun game. If you're definitely into racing, if you like Forza Horizon 5, you can get a little more honed in version where the racing, I like Forza Horizon 5 for the racing. A lot of people just like to tune their cars up, hook them up, make them look good and ride them around. I don't know. That's what you like, it's what you like. A lot of people like to drift. Hey, they'll hook their cars up and they'll go drift roads, drift around town. That's great. That's what you like. Do what you do. It's fun. Now, Forza Motorsport 8's coming out, and I don't know what's all in it, but based on Horizon, they should be looking at Horizon and saying, maybe because this is a motorsport game, right, we should actually incorporate all different types of races into our motorsport title. The title, Motorsports. Title, Motorsport. Title, Motorsport. You get it? You should literally have dirt racing. You should literally have drag race. You do have drag racing to a degree. You need to work on it. It is what it is. But they do have drag racing. Drift. They have drifting, but they need to work on it. Like, you need to have drift tracks. It's an actual sport. You can go watch races where people do drifting. They actually have togue racing, which is when people race up or downhill and it's two cars. This is something motorsport. Whether you do it at the release of the game or whether it happens throughout the year, motorsport, you should probably start looking at the motorsports that exist and incorporate them into your title, which is your title, Motorsport. It only makes sense. It's not like I'm saying anything that doesn't make sense, unless it's crazy to think that you should have different types of motorsports and motorsports. That's just, who would say something like that? That's crazy. But hey, I might be crazy. I don't know. So anyways, I really think with Motorsport 7 being my go-to, I really think looking at Motorsport 8, they should incorporate these things. You should really definitely look at getting more tracks for the oval track racing or stock car racing. Definitely do more tracks. You guys can go all over the world and do this stuff. There are tracks all over the world for these types of things. There's drift tracks all over the world for these types of things. There's rally racing and togue racing all over the world for these things. So it's nothing new. It's not like, oh, let's do something different. It's literally in your title. You just don't do it. How is it in your title and you don't do it? That's just insane. So you made a big hit with Forza Horizon 5. It's still buggy. It is what it is. But Motorsport 8 is supposed to be your main game. It's like your flagship. Well, try incorporating motorsports into your flagship title, Motorsports. And yeah, we'll definitely love it and enjoy it because we're definitely into motorsports. That's why we play your title. So I hope somebody from the team listens to this and is like, yo, that guy kind of makes sense. It's our title is motorsports. We should literally incorporate different types of motorsports, because it's literally the title. And then hopefully you do something about it. And again, let's say you release the game, speculation, I'm just hoping one day, but let's say you release the game in something like February or March or, something like that. And then, well, we really need to incorporate rally racing tracks. And then maybe like in June, July, you incorporate some downloadable content, even if I have to pay for it. If I have to pay $20, $30, $40 for, rally racing downloadable content to the game, I'll pay it. Give me the tracks. Let me incorporate them into my game and let me enjoy them. So, based on that, it's not hard to understand. Look at it, think about it. It's in your title. It's still my go-to game, Motorsport 7 and Motorsport 8. I'm waiting for it. I just hope that we move past being stuck in one spot and look at the whole picture and take over the market, because, yeah, man, Forza is really running things right now. I definitely love Gran Turismo, but I don't own a PlayStation, and Gran Turismo's kind of in one pedigree right now, and so they've got a lot of chasing down to get ahead of motorsports. So anyways, yeah, that's what I got.